What's going on? What's going on? Welcome back to Happy Lies, Sad Truths, man. Yeah, they finally let me back. They let me back. Happy Lies, Sad Truths, sponsored by Big Unsuccessful Stuff Clothing. You see, I got the jersey on. They got the back to school specials going, and Dr. Green's Holistic and Wellness. Get it in your system, man. Get high the healthy way. Yeah, get on over there. They got the Do It To It fluid specials. Y'all got to check that out, man. That's mandatory. The Do It To It fluid. Anyway, we sponsored by Dr. Green Holistic and Wellness and Big on Successful Stuff Clothing. We're gonna dive right into it, man. I know my podcast started off as uh, me talking to the youngsters and informing them, but I guess that's outside of their guidelines. So what we discussing today is old Uncle Donnie and his tactics. Yeah, what's up with his tactics? That dude, hold on for a minute. That dude that took over the police department in in Washington D.C., huh? It's a cold game, man. When you don't got a police department, but it's really not too much new for them as far as the jail situation because everything you do in Washington D.C. is federal. So, but he talking about Los Angeles, Chicago, New York, Baltimore. I mean Maryland. But it's. But at any rate, my thing is this: I don't know too much about them cities, but LA, I do know about. And the first thing they're gonna talk. Well, actually, I just read that he targeted Figueroa already. Now, a lot of cats that grew up now thinking like pimping and all that shit is a minor crime.
What's up, my good people?
But it's not a minor crime. It's not no minor crime when the feds get involved. Yeah, that opens up the door for a whole lot of other stuff. So that's just his start. If he hitting Figueroa, shit, that means the gangs is next. And I don't think that people really understand the severity of it, especially cats that ain't active no more as far as putting in work and all that, but they just stay in the set and all that. All that's federal if they want to make it federal. If they want to make that federal, all they got to do is implement the federal gang act, just like how they hit the mob, just like how they hit them rappers they just did with the Rico and all that. It was much difficult for them because it's like a rap group, and then they turn it over. But when you from LA and you from a particular set, it's not no okay, it's not a gang, it's a group. Because you got tats, and even if you don't got tats nowadays, you got the social media with the pictures and all that, with you throwing up gang signs and all that good shit. That is what implements you. I do know a few years ago that you would have to be in the gang to be in the gang file. They would have to have a frequent picture of you that's within 10 years or something like that. So even if that's in the play, that means if you own pictures at picnics and all that good stuff, and and you taking pictures on your social media throwing up gang signs, it's a problem. They got you. It's just that simple because I apologize, man. I was I was taking care of multitasking. Anyway, it's a problem because now they got you. You was just at the park chilling, and the little homies pulled up, or some of the partners you grew up with pulled up. Y'all flicked it up all on social media and all that. Now you back in the gang fam. You feel what I'm saying? So if that's the case, and he do what he do, that means motherfuckers is finna go to prison for a long time because they implement federal acts, and the feds don't move like the regular police. So if he come to LA and take over the LAPD and turn them into feds, that's like everything is federal. The federal laws is now applying. They can run up in your shit and all that, man. They got surveillances that the regular police don't got. They got laws that they abide by that the regular police don't abide by. So they coming to get 200 and 300 people at a time. Parents and all, you parents who say y'all don't know what y'all kids do and all that. Under federal laws, some of them acts, they live in your house. So in their mind, there's no way you don't know. You know something about it. So that's gonna come get you. You dig what I'm saying? So it's a tricky situation, especially for the fact that black people don't stick together. If you got all them gangs in LA and it's all divided by two sets. Either you get along with the A-Trade gangsters or you get along with the neighborhoods, the Rolling Sixes and them. So everybody on this side is beefing with everybody on this side. That's just the making a long story short. Then you got the Bloods. Then you got the SA gang members. So it's nobody get along. You understand me? Even the ones that do get along don't get along. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna have to stop if y'all gonna continue the activity, because you can look and see what they're doing in Washington D.C. to see that they not playing. They not coming like LAPD. They coming 40, 50 deep on a regular basis with the military and everything. What's that? To get against the wall. Everybody out here. Yeah, they don't want to hear nothing. And without unity, no military structure, gangs is over with at this point. With them, I mean, they're gonna make sure, because unless you have to get military tactics, you have to get your laws in order. You gotta think. You gotta set everybody, like Herbert and Rayford used to say, everybody's not ain't gangster like violent. So you have to get the legal people in legal practice, salesmen and salesmen, management and management, and delegate this shit, man, and make the community safe. First, from all the negative crap, I beef with him because they 23 blocks away. Shit, you got to stop that first so you can get the community behind you. See, because it's going to be separated with this, just like in DC. You got a lot of people saying, it's unnecessary, it ain't that type of shit. But then you got the same amount of people that's street people. I'm talking about people in projects that live in the lower income home areas that's saying they happy that they there because shit is out of hand. That they can't go to the store without worrying about getting hit by a stray bullet. They can't take their kids to the park and play on the swings, on the water slides and all that without getting scared to catching a stray bullet. They can't go to the grocery store, go to their car without being feared that they're going to get robbed. You dig what I'm saying? So it's time to get it back to what it came from. I mean, I ain't preaching however you choose to do it, but it's like I heard somebody say, it's sad when your parent got to come sit in the class with you. Yeah, it ain't gonna be nothing good. So you got to know that's all this is. Okay, so y'all ain't listening and it's out of hand. You got to think. I'm gonna say this on my own merit. I know living in LA, like when we grew up, not to go to Beverly Hills and Westwood and all that shit with that bullshit. Because soon as the police see you in the cutlass on Dayton's laces, your hat on, your curl, they own you immediately. Hey, what are you doing over here? Yeah, get back that way. Yeah, that way. Yeah, towards Van Ness, Crenshaw. Go back that way. Yeah, they ain't even taking your ass to jail. Get your ass up out of here. Yeah, now you got motherfuckers can't even go to Beverly Hills on Sunset Boulevard and sit on the boulevard and eat, man, without somebody robbing or killing somebody. That's bad, man. It's affecting them. So you got to think. You got to get the communities behind you first. It's mandatory to get the community behind you, because and the community ain't gonna get behind you if they not safe. If they worrying about y'all so-called enemies coming through and busting and somebody catching a stray bullet, it ain't safe. My whole thing, as far as the beefing is concerned, I understand like it's 3 or 4 generations, 4 or 5 generations of violence that done happen. So I understand a lot of people, like I done lost brothers, I done lost cousins, I understand all that. But like they teach you, if when you unfortunate enough to get locked up in that penitentiary, what's the big picture? Don't nobody want to hear all that other shit. Yeah. What happened? What's the big? How did this come here? Fuck all this that didn't happen. How did we get here? And the reason why we here right now, the people who that shit is behind, they don't even want these problems anymore. They saying it was foolish. It's stupid. And the unity and love ain't even there no more. It's time for unity and love, man. And you can't get anything positive without love. Period. You have to focus your energy on positive outcomes, not tomorrow, not yesterday, because yesterday is gone, never to return, and tomorrow is a figment of your imagination. Right now, right this very second, you have to come up, okay, is this good or is this bad? If it's bad, it's got to get it good. Your thoughts have to go transpire to all good thoughts, period. To have prosperity, you have to be happy. You can't get prosperity in negative outcomes. That's why when you sell drugs and all that, to the outside world is fun, because they see the big cars, the jewelry, the girls, or whatever it is that fascinates them. But they don't see that you got into a shootout 2 hours ago because a motherfucker tried to rob you. Or the feds ran up into your spot out of town and you just barely made it out the window and you had to catch a private plane and leave everything, so you just lost $500,000. And you don't know who told or whatever, but you come back to where you came back from, you in the Bentley, the Rolls Royce, the lowrider, whatever, and it look all hunky. You buying bottles for everybody. So that's all they see. But my grandmama used to say, you receive temporary happiness because you're selling temporary happiness. You understand me? You getting what you giving. And that's why you don't know no drug dealers that made it, period. You got some drug dealers that got some money and put it into something else and got out of it, but they still didn't get away from some kind of scars. You know what I'm saying? Like you only know, and those people, you only know their story that they're telling. They're not giving you the like Jigga, for example. Everybody, like I look out, like to me, that's like the beautiful thing. Come from the projects to a billionaire and selling drugs in between. But at some point, he made a choice and says, you know what, I'm going to take this dope money and put it into this and turn this into this. At some point, now, whatever he learned it, but they're not telling you the bad shit. You dig what I'm saying? But you can, on that note that we were just talking about, you can see his partner went and did a dime that stopped him and his other boy from getting cracked. And I would assume that was the flipping point, but you already had some bread. So it's still, you still got to deal with the scars of it. Now, true indeed, doing it completely legal without taking risks. And I say taking risks like my granddaddy say, man, you play on the line, man. Like, I don't like to make it a racial thing because I believe humans is humans. You got foul black humans. You got foul white. Humans are humans. Everybody is human, period. So I don't believe the race shit is divide, is what you use to divide. And like old people used to always say, if you can divide, you can conquer. And that's what I think the race, in my opinion, the race card is. Because you can get some white friends that be more loyal than your black friends. But they got white friends that's just as foul as your black friends. And Mexicans, Asians, and so on and so forth. You dig what I'm saying? It's the same. They do the exact same thing. So I don't believe that you'll get ultimate peace really without no nonsense until everybody come together. And when everybody come together, that's when you that's when you nail the coffin for them, for the bastards, the people that don't want to listen. You know, you got a motherfucker that want to be whole. Yeah, you smash that. Yeah, everybody come smash that. There ain't nobody better than the next. You do this to make this happen. Like, for example, you know how to make clothes, I know how to grow food. I trade you clothes for food, and so on and so forth with everything, especially the way technology is now. You can teach everybody without even leaving your home. You can get on these cameras and teach. This is how you do this. That means that makes money irrelevant. That makes laws, these people that's doing the things they doing, like you don't like what Donald Trump doing. That eliminates that because all the people are together. We don't even need y'all. And you say, well, how you gonna do it? No, you ain't got to worry about the police because the fucking police is human too. What I'm talking about is positive for everybody. And the families that been running this, that is still a fact to today. But it's so accessible for everybody to get that kind of money. All you really got to do is do it. See, when they implemented these plans was implemented 2,025 years ago, man. And it's still unfolding. This was a chance they took with this internet stuff. And it's working. The only people that's getting the knowledge that you need to overcome all this shit is probably 2-3%. The rest is using it just how the people said that made this shit is using it. Think about it. Steve Jobs said he don't even let his kids use this stuff. And what's the other dude? The other dude who owned the other one said the same thing. So why would they invent something that's supposed to be so good, but don't let their children and shit use it? Don't let it in their house. Just like a lot of Asian countries, Chinese people, they don't play that shit. That's why their TikTok is different than our TikTok, because our people do different shit than they people do. You understand what I'm saying? So until everybody come together as a unit, everybody gonna suffer. The only people that's really gonna benefit from it is the people that been benefited for the 2,025 years. And you think about it. Bottom line, it's working because you got so many millionaires. Millionaires is like $100,000 was. Now you got billionaires. Now it's a separation. And the people, and 98.9% of the people who get that money is not finna fuck that money off trying to help you. Because we bred like that. Think about it. Let's just go to the black card. Because like I said before, I believe human. But let's just go to the black card. Black motherfuckers, like they say, they talk about black people was enslaved this many years, that many years, and we need to come together. Oh, they talk all that shit. But it's at least 10 black people with $1 billion. It's at least 10. Because see, the people that you got to think about is the people that they don't talk about. Like how they say, oh, Jay-Z worth $2.2 billion. So you got to think about the black people that they don't talk about. Because them the people who really got the bread. You understand what I'm saying? So you got at least 10 people that got $1 billion. And from 10 different cities. So that means it should be 10 cities where black is it. They got their own grocery stores, their own schools, their own land, because it's nothing to buy land and be sovereign. When you do sovereign land, you just can't utilize the U.S. government shit. If like everybody be telling you about how you can be like you sovereign and how your capital letters is this and all that good shit, all that shit is true. But when you get involved in that, you can't be using the U.S. government nothing. No driver's license, no IDs, no birth certificates, no gas company, unless you live in it's called like damn near every city got this something. I can't think of the name of it, but basically you got certain cities that have their own water company. And they own, like in Upland, at the top of Upland in California, it's San Antonio Heights. That's a unincorporated land. So if they got their own water company, that's not government. Unless it's that, other than that, you can't use nothing. Once you use one thing that the United States government owns, or any state that's incorporated in the United States owns, all that sovereign shit is out the door. You can't use their sewer system. You can't use nothing, period. So it's at least 10 people with $1 billion. So that means in every city, it should be, you can go and buy 500 acres from anybody, 1,000 acres when you got $1 billion. And you can build bomb ass houses and all that when you got $1 billion. The same type of housing that all these, and then when you're doing this, you got people that's within this community that know how to build houses. That's with your program, and now the cost went down. You understand what I'm saying? So this is what you have to come up to beat what they got going on right now. If you're not finna do that, they finna come ravage the cities. Y'all think, like, you think when you heard about how the crash was back in the 80s and early 90s, you think that was, man, watch how the feds come. And just watching the shit they showing on this social media stuff, they being nice. They going around telling people, hey, look, check this here out, man. You see the program Donald Trump put together? That's what this is. Yeah, that's what we're doing right now. So we going around educating people and letting them know, yeah, there ain't no smoking outside, ain't no drinking outside. Yeah, there ain't no none of that. There ain't no hanging outside, basically. And if you between the ages of this and 17, you can't be outside after year. Now everybody gonna say, oh, that's some Hitler shit. That's some, yeah, that's exactly what it is. Yeah. But like I said, until the people that's committing the crimes or involved in the gangs come and shut that shit down and make the community love them again, meaning like how the rich dope dealers was back in the day. You had the junkies and shit over here, but the rich cats took care of everybody. Everybody, rent, groceries, everything. That's why they wasn't snitching on them. Now, motherfuckers, hey, you got, man, I seen a situation in Philly where the mayor was around the corner and these motherfuckers was right around the corner getting into a shootout and the police hide. Then they had interviewed some dudes in front of the projects. I don't give a fuck if they gangbangers or what. If they live in the projects, they got the same problems that a gangbanger, a drug dealer, or anybody else problems had that grew up in that project. They was like, yeah, man, I'm sorry, they need to come put these little motherfuckers in jail, man. They need to put these motherfuckers under the jail, man. Motherfucker can't even come outside, man. Motherfucker can come outside and smoke a cigarette without worrying about getting shot. That's abnormal. And when you got the people in your community want your ass in jail, you got a problem. Because if one feel like that, it's 100 other of them. They just not vocal. But when the feds come, they know that, yeah, yes, go get, look, hey, and it's not snitching to them if they're not gang members. If they're not gang members, they're not a part of the criminal activity. They're doing their civil duty. So they can stand outside with a fake pool with their grandkids and watch them play without worrying about somebody running down the block shooting. And that's how it should be. Like, you got to think. If motherfuckers join gangs, just think. If you were in a gang and gangs was just killing gangs and that's it, they wouldn't give a fuck. If you was just affecting your community and the people who chose that life, meaning if you catch your enemy in Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle, you don't down him because everybody in this motherfucking Roscoe's and Chicken and Waffle is not gang members. That means just because this person lives in this house, you don't shoot that fucking house up because his mama, daddy, and little sisters and brothers is not gang members. You wait till you catch your motherfucking man and do your damn thing. Period. They wouldn't give a fuck. But now when it starts affecting them, just like with drugs, you seen the difference between crack and powder. Because over here, it's not affecting them. Over here, it's affecting them, so we're not going to stretch them out. It's just the way it is. But that was then. It's unified. It's so many motherfuckers with money right now, and nobody is obligated to help nobody. Let's get that clear. But what I'm saying is this. Also, don't get on TV talking about we got to come together as black people, this black on black. These white people killing us all. Don't talk about it if you're not finna spend no paper and get it. Because I guarantee you, with a clear heart, and if you put up $1 million to build what 100 houses on 200 acres or 500 acres, and you doing it out the kindness of your heart, you're gonna find more. You're gonna attract more people to that community that know how to build that type of shit. That's what cuts the cost. Then you got the same thing with paving, the streets, the driveways, building a school, teaching, and all that. It's all accessible now. You got to think like Asian people. In China and Japan, they first 5 to 8 years, they're teaching them about manners, loyalty, respect, honor, shit, morally sound shit. Then they get along into the math and all that, because you got to think it's like if you pay attention, it's like a program. If you really sit down and pay attention, it's really like a program. Like, do this in this section, then it's gonna go to this, and then do them like this, and then add this, and it's gonna do this. Because you think about it, schools is just like jails. If you ever been to jail, the same way school is set up, jail is set up. The same food, the same trays, the same get everything. I even had a college professor tell me that the reason why most millionaires, this was in the 90s, but why most millionaires are dropouts is because school don't do nothing but program you to really work for somebody else. So it sets foundations, man. This shit is programmed. And it's programmed for the same people who've been winning to win. By bringing this social media, this internet, before the social, but this internet stuff, it was a gamble. And it's working for them, because you got, like I said, you got more millionaires and billionaires right now in the Black community than ever before. And yeah, they help people. I'm not saying they don't help, and I'm not saying they obligated to help. But what I'm saying is they can only do so much before they get cut off, and they know it, and they ain't finna do it. That's how we got here. That's how we got to this long speech. The moral to the story is I ramble on. That's how we got here. Them people not willing to lose their billionaires and $100 millions to help to go beyond this point. Because if you will help a motherfucker fight the taxes, or you help a motherfucker get out of jail, you can help the whole fucking community. If you got $1 billion, if you got $2 billion, you can take $1 billion and change the whole ghettos everywhere. Everybody can't go. I understand that. You got some foul motherfuckers that's just not gonna cooperate. But you got more motherfuckers, even street motherfucking hustlers, that's tired of this shit. Because it's a different story when you know you selling dope or you gang banging and you see your enemy and you got to get busy. You made that choice. We know that. But when you got to be outside worrying about while you with your kids, man, you shouldn't have to worry about a motherfucker gunning you down when you with your kids, because there's rules to this shit. And the rules that came with the game were meant to be fucking followed. The game didn't get fucked up until a lot of money came into play, and then motherfuckers like, nigga, I can do this, and money bring power. Because now you can pay, you can pay a motherfucker to do some shit that you ain't willing to do. And when you willing to do that, you still just as a cold-hearted motherfucker. You just ain't got the heart to do it yourself. So you can send a squad. And then motherfuckers who ain't got squads, they get scared because it's like, I can handle him, but he got like 15 motherfuckers. So they gotta eliminate these 15 motherfuckers, or get their bag up and build, build up a whole nother squad to go against y'all. But that's where the shit come unhands. Because everybody's not a fucking boss. Everybody's not a fucking killer. Everybody's not a wall banger. Everybody's not a manager. Everybody's not a fucking salesman. Everybody got a position to play to make billions. So if you got 100,000 people playing their position and everybody got $1 billion, what? Then you ain't got to worry about the bullshit that's going on with this, like the situation in DC, because you're your own police. It's not no crime. It's not no crime going on for you motherfuckers to come over here. And when y'all do come over here, we got our sovereign land for real. We not using y'all water, power, nothing. Y'all come over here is war. But they not coming because it's not no violence. Now, of course, if you break it down into a thing where it's a black thing, yeah, they coming. Even if you break it down to say it's a white thing. You see how they raid the motherfucking white people shit? The Waco, Texas, and all that good shit? You understand me? How many other things? Them is white people. When the government see that you anti-government, they coming. See, just like with them, you can't, they got to find a loophole to get it, just like with the Indian reservation. They can't just go on there, only the feds can. And they still got to have a reason. And you got to understand why old people always say, if you can divide, you can conquer. You know what I'm saying? Because if you can separate a group of people, you can put one in charge, the ones that'll follow your instructions to the letter, and you're going to dominate the other ones that won't. So the key is not to be divided. You got, and how I can say this is this. You for the last, what, 200 years, how old is the Black Power movement? You got the Panther, Black Panthers, that's like 100 years, the what, Nation of Islam and all that. How many years? That's 100 years, 200 years. You can see what they do to them motherfuckers. Because there's foul people in everywhere. And anybody that got a price can be bought. It's how far they willing to go that price. How far the government willing to pay them, if we just using that as an example. But if you taking care of everybody and letting everybody play their position and being serious about the shit, this is what it is. The masses will follow real business because it's beneficiary to them. And then you can see the ones who not with it, you can see. And this ain't about trust. You trust but verify. Everybody play a position, and the way the game is set up now with all this modern technology, you can see what you need to see about people. People will tell you who the fuck they are in the beginning. And you deal with people as such because, like I said, everybody got a position to play. And if this ain't your position, you don't have no reason to know about this. Be over here. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what it has to come to, because it's not just like everybody gonna try to make this shit racial. Because you're saying, oh, they doing this to black people. Well, in actuality, the black people was the most violentest motherfuckers out here right now, blacks and Mexicans. Y'all talking about? So who the fuck else they gonna go after? I mean, they hitting the Armenians, they hitting the Haitians, they hitting the Russians. They hitting everybody that's involved in activity that they know about. That's what they getting on. So, but when you say it's racial because they in the black community, just think the black community is the most deadliest, and the Mexicans, every state. I'm just saying, if I'm lying, just tell me I'm lying. I don't give a fuck one way or another. You know what I'm saying? I'm not pointing the finger at nobody, is what I say when I mean when I say I don't give a fuck one way or another. I'm not pointing the finger at nobody, but I'm saying logically, if we being honest and telling the truth, man, the black and Mexican neighborhoods is the most dangerous in any state. Playing around. Go bullshitting if you want to, man. Like you could go in LA and you not from LA, man. Playing. Shit gonna happen. Because you have no business over here in the ghetto. That's why when you see these rappers and shit, we talk about they in LA, they don't be in LA. Them niggas be in Hollywood. Them niggas be in Westwood, in the Valley. Yeah, they don't be in LA. Because in LA, your ass gonna get killed and you're gonna get robbed for sure. Period. Like people tell you that checking in shit is cute, but you got to think about it like this. The person you're checking in with got enemies. So the only people that they're protecting you from is the people that they get along with. If they enemy come, they enemy tripping on them and you, because you with them. So it's gunplay. It may be a time where they win, and it might be a time they lose. But my point is, that's frivolous. Checking in because you only protected by this clique of people, and they got people that's around them that don't give a fuck about them too. That's how LA is set up. It ain't like New York, Chicago, where they got leaders that tell Houston and shit like that, Alabama, Texas, where they got niggas that run this community and tell these. LA ain't like that, man. You got some niggas that might listen, but the other niggas like, man, I ain't not listening to you. Nigga, who is you? Yeah. So, and now, honestly, man, you can, but you got to keep your head on swivel. You can't go outside in LA, man, without no gun, man, for real, unless you playing with your life. Real business. Listen to me, man. You can. Now, don't get me wrong. You can, but it ain't smart because this shit can happen at any fucking given time. And if you with your children or your wife, man, that you know that you got to protect, man, you got to stand. You got to be able to protect them, man. Like, you got to, man. Just think about it. Everybody that carry a gun that's on here now, that live in a state where it's legal for you to carry guns and all that good stuff. Think about it. And like I said, I'm not into the black and white shit, the racial shit, but I'm just going to use black people for an example because I'm black. The people that can legally carry guns, that's black, that can legally carry guns, who do you carry your gun for? Honestly, look, who are you saying when you put your gun on in your holster that if these crackers are these are you saying if one of these niggas, I wish one of these niggas would? And if you're being honest, you're keeping your gun for these black people, man, because you want to go to where you're going and you want to get back home safely. You ain't got to worry about no Ku Klux Klan on Manchester and Normandy. Yeah, you ain't got to worry about no Ku Klux Klan on Slauson and Crenshaw, man. You ain't got to worry about the Ku Klux Klan, man, on Jefferson and Crenshaw, man. Yeah, you ain't got to worry about the Ku Klux Klan, man, in Watts. You ain't got to worry about the Ku Klux Klan in Compton, man. You got to worry about a motherfucker that look just like you, man, that will see you smelling good and looking good and just assume you rich and draw that thing on you. And then if you don't move fast enough, they're going to fool your ass full of some hot shit, have you on the ground smoking. Yeah. And then go to jail and cry. Hey, for real, man. Listen to me, man. The only way, like everybody complaining with that bullshit, man, the only way, and this is facts, the only way you can beat a crooked system is to be a positive system. You can't fight negative with negative. The only thing that can beat negative is positive, period. And unity is the best. And like I said, I'm talking about human unity. Because we done seen white power. That shit didn't work. Yeah, it didn't work. Like right now, you think, oh, the white people run. No, the fuck they don't. It's 12 motherfucking families that been running this whole world for 2,025 motherfucking years, man. And it's still running it to this day. They utilize the white people. It's a chess game. You got most white people are fucking pawns. Yeah, they pawns. They're told they're better. You know what I'm saying? They told they better. So in their mind, even when they pour white trash in the projects in the ghetto, in the trailer parks, that's why it's like, because they brainwashed, think they better. But when they live in these ghettos, like Eminem, when they live in these ghettos, and what's that fat comedian? He said it too. When you live in these ghettos, they don't see black and white, nigga. They see both poor. Nigga, we both poor. Yeah, what? Humans is humans, man. You got foul black motherfuckers, you got foul white motherfuckers. So until motherfuckers can come together and come to a conclusion, man, they're going to be able to keep doing this. You understand me? Period. It's just as simple as that. Because you got to think about it like this. This is logical thinking. I ain't no fucking rocket scientist, but this is logical thinking. Everybody want money for what? You want money so you can be able to buy what you want to buy, eat what you want to eat, drive what you want to drive, and go where you want to go, right? How do you get food? I'm going to tell you, it's a human that knows how to kill animals, skin them, and cut them up in their portions. It's humans that know how to grow vegetables and fruits to an eatable, where they're eatable. Then you got humans that know how to make clothes. That's something that's a gift. It's not, everybody can't do it. I can give you a roll of fabric right now and tell you to make this jersey. You wouldn't know. Shit, you'll be years trying to figure this shit out. Where you can give it to a motherfucker that knows whose gift that is. They ain't even gotta see the jersey. All you gotta do is get in the material and tell them your vision. Because everybody got a gift. You dig what I'm saying? So then you just like now we got cars. Somebody made that carburetor. Somebody made them fuel injectors. Somebody made them brakes. Somebody made the machine that does this. So that means that's their position. But guess what? They know how to make mechanical shit, but guess what they need? Food and clothes. This motherfucker a tech motherfucker. But guess what this tech motherfucker needs? Mechanical shit, food, and clothes. So that's how. So at that point, technology is here now. The future shit that people talk about, the future is here now. If you live like that, money becomes irrelevant. Money don't even, listen to me. Then you talk about what about the power? It's not no power to that be. Out of 12 families that have been running this world, I don't know how many grandsons, great-great-grandsons, and all that shit, but I guarantee you it's more of other people than it is of them. So, of course, they monopoly on certain shit will be... No, it won't. Because in actuality, if everybody over here know this shit, nobody is lacking nothing. You ain't got to worry about the military and the fucking police because they're fucking humans. They're not a part of that class. So the power will be with the people, period. And when I say the people, I mean every human being, because every human being is the exact fucking same. You done seen the white power. That shit didn't work. You done seen the black power. That shit didn't work. You see that brown pride. That shit don't work. They smash all that. Period. Because they don't give a fuck. The last thing they want motherfuckers to do is come together and start using their motherfucking head, man. Listen to me, man. The last thing they want motherfuckers to do is come together and start using their motherfucking head. That's the last thing they want you to do, man. I promise you. So, my advice, just my opinion, if y'all don't want what's going on in DC to come to your city next, I think it's time right now for y'all to get it fixed. All the frivolous bullshit, the nonsense, real business. I don't know about other states, but speaking of LA, everybody got got a pecking order. Every set got niggas they respect. Every set that will listen. The little niggas will listen to this one nigga listening to this nigga, and this nigga's the top dog. And when I say top dog, I mean the top dog, the oldest that everybody respect, and really is so sick of this shit because it hasn't went nowhere. Real business. Everybody said is still everybody said. Some people done lost their hoods though, to other motherfuckers. But the hoods that started this shit, this whole war shit, them motherfuckers don't even kill each other no more. Now it's motherfuckers that hate other motherfuckers more than they hate this motherfucker. So now it's like all this shit is erupted. You can't go no motherfucking where. This set is across the street. Is this set? You know what I'm saying? My whole point is the shit is over with, man. And at this point, motherfuckers beefing with each other. But when them feds come, they don't give a fuck what set you from. They don't give a fuck if you from H-Trace 60, Hoover, East Coast, Bounty Hunters, Grape Street, Wise, PJW, Santana Block, 87 Kitchen, Main Street. They don't give a fuck where you from. You just another fucking gang member that we finna lock the fuck up for a long time. We finna put your ass up under the jail. And if you think that this man ain't gonna do what the fuck he said he was gonna do his first term, you see he doing it. Oh, he came in the door this time doing it. Everything he doing right now is what he said he was gonna do the first time he ran for president. He just didn't get enough time. This time he knows his last time, so he doing it. Now, understand this. Whether the person that comes after him believes in what he believe in or not, I bet you that motherfucker gonna believe in them motherfucking jails and them camps. And you know who they gonna fill them motherfuckers up with. And he implementing the law where they can send you to another country. You think that people gonna stop that shit? Hell no. It's already in the play. The best excuse, just think about it. Would you? The best excuse is gonna be, oh, I couldn't have got it done. The first term I couldn't get it done in there because we had to take care of this so much, but we own that this term. But it's to their benefit. Yeah, now we don't even gotta house you motherfuckers. You think going to the feds and getting sent from California to motherfucking upstate New York was a travel for your family? Try going to motherfucking El Salvador for a visit. Yeah, unity, man. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the only way you can beat what this man is, what he doing. Because in actuality, if you being honest with yourself and you live in any of these major cities, because every state got crime. Every state got crime. Every state got a part of the section where you look over there and be like, woo. But I'm talking about places like Los Angeles, where the whole motherfucking city, might as well say, is gang ridden. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. Every 10 blocks is a new set. Black or Mexican. And you can't go over there bullshitting, especially at the wrong time. You go over there at the wrong time, be in the wrong place at the wrong time, man, you getting tripped on just cuz. Niggas like, where you from? I ain't from nowhere. Nigga, where your mama from? Where your mama grew up at? Wait, all this bullshit. You dig what I'm saying? If you got an asshole that's just on one, because every hood got him. You can rob a nigga, kill him. You know what I'm saying? That's where your kids, just think about it. Your kids can't even go outside and play at the park, man. Just think about it, man. Honestly, your children are not safe if they go to they hood park to go where they got the water stuff and all that. You know, like most of these parks now got them little that they would have the water running all day where you can run through the whole get down. Yo, if you got any sense, you sending your kids up there on faith, believing like God. You know what I'm saying? But in actuality, you know, at any given time it can be a shootout at that motherfucker. You know, you going to buy groceries at the beginning of the month for your family, that it's a chance from you coming from that front door to get into your groceries in your trunk that you can get robbed. Or caught up in a gun battle that's on Manchester, Slauson, Crenshaw, or Martin Luther King. You know what I'm saying? You know this. Just because it don't happen to you, you know 100 other motherfuckers it have happened to. You see it on the news every day, even in the places like Alabama, Montgomery, Alabama, Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Motherfuckers shooting up parks on Easter Sunday. Do you hear me? Motherfuckers shooting up parks on Easter fucking Sunday, where kids is outside, the parents is a bunch of parents and kids hunting for eggs. Niggas get into a shootout, let off 400 rounds out for assault weapons. And if you look at it in those points, is Cub really tripping? Because the motherfucker who won't live like that ain't got nothing to worry about. The motherfucker that operate his own business and conducting his business and minding his own business ain't got to worry about that. It's just that simple. And that's a true fucking fact. Now, my whole point is you can own your own business and still be fucking around in your set. You can have a job, but still be fucking around in your set. You got to worry about that. Because you still functioning in the negative. Because at the end of the day, it's all negative. I don't give a fuck what's going on. It's all negative until it comes to the point where we about the people. We doing what we doing because we about the people. Yeah, this set is about the people over here. Yeah, this set got somebody that everybody respects. It's an older motherfucker, and the motherfucker that's in prison that really everybody respect get admission. Look, this is what it is, man. This is what it is. This gang shit is dead. We got to protect the kids and these old people. The way of yesterday is done. And you hard-headed motherfuckers that think we playing, if you come to prison for killing another human being for some bullshit, you're dead. You come in this motherfucker for fucking with a kid or a female that was not involved in this street life, you're dead. I mean, they already telling you if you come to jail for telling something that they consider telling you dead. If you come to jail and you don't do what we tell you to do, you dead. Why you can't do that? The Mexicans already play that game. Mexicans can't come to prison for some other shit that they done to another Mexican and not get dealt with. Ain't nobody telling me. I witnessed this shit my first hand. Most of the motherfuckers don't even make it out that LA County jail. You understand what I'm saying? Not in one piece. So, if they're already doing it, that's all the blacks got to do. And this shit stops because 90% of the motherfuckers that's still involved in this gang activity, they don't want to be involved. They just scared to stop because their friends going to talk about them. That's why it's so easy to grasp them motherfuckers. But everybody got a hard head. Everybody. And you need them hard heads. They just got to fall in order. And the reason why I say it so freely is because you're minding them police. You minding them judges. You minding them sheriffs when you in that LA County jail. You minding them COs when you in that prison system. How I know? I know because you come home. Because if you was doing what the fuck you wanted to do in that penitentiary, you would never come home. If you was doing what you wanted to do in that county jail, you wouldn't have never came home. If you was doing what you wanted to do on these motherfucking streets, you wouldn't be broke. If you wasn't saying, oh, I can't do that because the police going to do this. If I do this, I'll go to jail. That's minding what they tell you to do. So you should be able to mind what the community say do. Nigga, the killing is dead. That street shit is dead. Okay. You go to, and how do you do it? It's simple as fuck. You go to these hoods, every hood got a hell of a dope dealer. Every hood got a hell of a thinker. Every hood got a strategic, military-minded motherfucker. Every hood got a philosopher. Every hood got this. So you take all these hoods and you put these groups of motherfuckers together. Like minds think alike, man. They not gonna beef. Just like you got, I'm gonna give y'all examples. You got a rich dope dealer that's a real hustler. Not a nigga that just got some dope and took it from somebody. No, a real motherfucker that ain't robbed nobody, that do his thing. Him, just say an 8 trade like that and a 60 like that will never fall out. If they meet 98.9, they're gonna start getting money together because they think alike. They may not like their communication. They're gonna start communicating in a way where they not disrespecting each other when they're in each other's presence. I done seen it happen 200 million times. But when you from somewhere like, and I don't know about this generation, but I know in my age bracket, motherfuckers really love to say. So motherfuckers did shit out of love. So when you love something so much, you'll do damn near anything. But when you're misled, it's a different ballgame. So back to what I was saying. If you put all these people together, man, that's how you build a community. That's how you build community trust, where motherfuckers love you from motherfucking Adams to motherfucking El Segundo. Yeah, the feds come on. What y'all talking about? Ain't no none of that going on over here. Ain't none of that. Yeah, and that's how you do this thing. It's simple shit, but until that happens, you better believe if he doing that shit in Washington D.C., he already said it on the news. Los Angeles, Oakland, and you got to think the places he naming is really fucked up. Like, for real. Just think about it. But like I said, man, the only way is unity, man. And I ain't talking about black unity, white. I'm talking about human unity, man. That's the only way this works. Period. Human unity. Everybody got to get along. And it's not impossible because black people, white people, Mexican people, Asian people, there's no difference. You got skin, veins, and blood. Everybody got skin. And to be 100% clear with you motherfuckers, it's not a pure motherfucker on this planet because everybody been enslaved. So every human being you know got white blood, black blood, Asian blood, Hispanic blood, Spanish blood, every motherfucking body. You won't find a pure motherfucker. It's impossible. So what a motherfucker got to weed out is the people who don't want peace. Because if riches is what all it's been about, we all finna be rich. Because we all come together. Money is fucking irrelevant. You want a Rolls Royce? Hey, build him a Rolls Royce. Hey, yeah, I'm gonna need. Yeah, all right, don't worry about it. I got greens for you. Yeah, don't worry. Yeah, build him. Build him a Ferrari. Don't worry about it. I got. I'm gonna fix your. I'm gonna put your satellites on your whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing. Period. And you ain't even gotta ask no more because if they job, if this what they know is to build cars, that's all they doing is building cars. They not doing nothing else. They building cars. Every single day, they building cars. So you got 100 million motherfucking cars just sitting. You can go jump in one. Money is irrelevant at that point. Then you have nothing else to fight about other than, the envy and jealousy and hate, and all that go away too. Why? Because there's nothing to be envious, jealous of. We all got the exact same thing. What we want. See, whatever you want is absolutely fucking free. Honestly, you doing what you were naturally born to do and you love it. Because anybody that's great at something, love it. Motherfucker that's great at, that person that can grow anything. You got a plant and they got a plant. Y'all did the exact same thing in the exact same soil. Yours died, but this motherfucker got 200 plants now. Yeah. This motherfucker that you can give a chisel and a hammer and a block of wood to turn this motherfucker into a table, a chair, and some coasters. This motherfucker don't even know how to even chisel it. You're doing what you love. Nothing costs That's the only way we stop this global shit going on. And like I said, I ain't no rocket scientist, but I see that how it works. That's the only way this is going to work. And how did we get here? We got here by speaking about the billionaires of today, right? And we was talking about black. The motherfuckers that got them billions is not finna fuck their money off and they way of living off for you. They just not. They gonna help as far as the people let them help. It's just that simple. Hold on for a minute. They're gonna go as far as them people allow them to go. But when them people step in and say, "Hey, check this here out, player. Yeah, you get involved in that shit over there, man, we gonna cut your water off. Period. We gonna cut your fucking water off. And a motherfucker that had come from nothing ain't finna go back to that. Not for you. But if everybody came together as a unit, you could. And you think, if all this shit that I just said, and it's easy to do, it's as simple as doing it. Period. It's as simple as doing it. And when they do come together, just think, a motherfucker having $1 billion is irrelevant. Who gives a fuck how many? Money is nothing at that point. Who gives a fuck? I don't need nobody, man. Look here, man. And if you ever been blessed to have large amounts of money real fast coming where you can go and buy a Rolls Royce or you can go buy a house or something of that nature. If you ever been blessed, you know, when you first got that Rolls Royce, it was like, hell yeah. Your first one, like, oh, hell yeah. But a month later, that Rolls Royce is just like a motherfucking another car. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple, man. But at any rate, man, I done held y'all long enough. I'm just happy they put my stuff back on, turned my stuff back on. But thank y'all for tuning in to Happy Lies, Sad Truths. And we will be back at you, man. And remember, we're sponsored by Big on Successful Stuff Clothing. If it ain't ice white, it ain't right. And Dr. Green's Holistic and Wellness. Get it in your system, man. Get high the healthy way, man. They got all the condiments: Kool-Aid, mustard, ketchup, hot sauce, Italian salad dressing. They got an ebook they got on sale right now for $1. You can get it at the on their Instagram page. It's DAKTERGREN. And they got something over there called Do It to a Fluid, man. Listen here, man. Man, look. But at any rate, we sponsored by Big on Successful Stuff Clothing and Dr. Green's Holistic and Wellness. Thank y'all for tuning in. See y'all next time.